Hey guys, what is up everyone? I'm back with a new video, and as you can see, you can also see me now. Out of popular request, I got myself a webcam. I hope you guys are happy now, and I didn't set up anything regarding lighting or whatever stuff. I probably will get some green background sheet to cut out my background, makes it a little bit less distraction. But that's for later. Right now we are going to do another tutorial. This time we are going to install the open source asset management software Snipe-IT. I tried to install that a couple of times yesterday and today with tutorials on the internet, and almost all of them lack completion. I didn't find any that was working from beginning to end, so I actually started to read in the documentation and found a very helpful video in YouTube as well. And I wrote it back from scratch. So I tried it a couple of times now. It's working really well. It's all working on Ubuntu 16.04. We will use Amazon's free EC2 tier for that, so your server can be online and in the cloud completely for free. You don't pay anything for that. Up until the point, of course, you surpass the 30 GB of free tier storage, which will be quite hard, I think. So yeah, let's get started. There's also an article written in written form up on the homepage, which I will link on the description, and there is a Google Docs document attached to this tutorial, which I also will link in the description, where you can see each and every single command one after another, so you cannot get confused with that. But I recommend opening the tutorial on the homepage first, so it's a little better overview than just a blank or just a Google Docs sheet with a couple of commands written. Alright, so let's get into it and start with configuring the machine. Alright, the first thing we are going to do is we will create an EC2 instance on Amazon Web Services. If you don't know how to do that, in the previous video I'm explaining exactly how to do that, so I will not talk you through that now. Go to EC2, go to Launch Instance, select Ubuntu Server 16.04, select the free tier. We want one instance, we choose our default VPC, we choose the first subnet, we use subnet settings, whatever, we don't care right now. IP, we don't care. Next, we give it the 30 GB of storage that are included in the free tier. We click on next. I don't want to have any tags now, and we select an existing security group, the default security group of this VPC, and we click on review and launch. Everything looks fine. Launch, and I choose an existing key pair already created. As I said, if you want to know how to do that or have problems, watch the video from yesterday, EC2 first steps, or your first EC2 instance, something along those lines. I will also link it. Alright, that's that. Click on view instance. It's still pending, it will be booting up shortly. Alright, that took a couple of seconds for the machine to come up. Now we are going to use PuTTY to connect to our instance. We have the public IP address right here. We will paste that in here, then we will choose our PPK that we created yesterday. So as I said, watch the video from yesterday how to create a EC2 instance. We open that, we go back, we click save. Gonna delete the server anyway, so I just call everything test, and click on open, and we should be able to connect. We log in with Ubuntu, our default user, and the first thing we need to do right now is to install the LAMP stack. That's Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. Also, therefore, is a guide on the website. I will also link it in the description, freshly written guide. You can follow along. The first thing we always want to do in the beginning is to run update and upgrade to be sure to be on the newest version. Alright, that should be fairly quickly. I hope you can see the writing well, that it's not too small. I maybe will increase the font size a little bit. Just give me a second. Where the hell was it? Come on. Settings. Appearance. Change the font. Let's put it up to 18. Yeah, that looks much better. Yeah. Alright. That's fine. We clear that up. So just that you see the command again, you can pause the video, or I would recommend you to follow along the LAMP tutorial on the website. So that's was the update. Now we are going to install Apache. So we type sudo apt-get install apache 2. Yes. Should be fairly quickly. Alright, next we are going to install MySQL. .162 megabytes, and we need to set a root password. That's what we can do right now. 123 123, safe enough. Let's give that a couple of seconds to finish. Come on. Yes, perfect. Now we are going to secure our MySQL installation. That was secure installation. Alright. Then we enter our password we just created now, 123. Then we don't want that, so no. Then we don't want to change the root password, and then just keep pressing enter till the end. And that's it. We clear that up again. And the next thing and last thing is PHP. Go to the article on the website. There you can just copy and paste everything, because this is a fairly long command to type. So we're gonna do that. Yes. Okay, that's done. And last but not least, we're going to restart Apache. Restart. And that's it. So now we can continue with the actual Snipe-IT installation, which will be in the other tutorial on the website. So let's go over there and continue from there. Alright, that's done. So we cd into the Snipe-IT directory. Clear this shit up again. I always like to clear it up. And we're gonna copy the example env file to to env. Oh good, I made a typo there. Example, I think it's .env, .example, yeah, and we wanna copy it to. I'm stupid, okay. It's sudo cp, of course. Alright, then we have that done. Now we are going to configure the MySQL database. Clear sudo MySQL -u root -p 123. Remember your password you gave earlier. And now, because I don't want to do a typo, I am also going to copy paste the text here. Create database Snipe-IT, and you also have to make this it called? Exclamation? No, not exclamation mark. Semicolon, whatever, at the end. Okay, we created the database. Please let me know in the comments which is the correct word for this fucking thing. And the next line, of course, it will be also written in the Google Docs, and in the article you can also copy and paste it. You want to change your username to a username you actually want to use, same with your password. So change those both things in here to adjust it accordingly. Alright, I will just leave it as it is for this. Then we do flush privileges. Alright. Fuck, of course I have an error in the syntax. Excuse me, I was doing this shit the whole day already. My brain is quite fried from it. And then we're gonna exit. Alright, clear it. Next we're going to edit the env file, so we're gonna sudo nano.env. And be careful that you don't make a mistake here, so we are going to change the URL. Don't mind the app key, it will be automatically generated later. So the app URL is actually the IP address of your machine, or the FQDN if you have one in place already. The time zone, yeah, clear enough, you can change it if you want to, I don't care right now. And the database settings. So the database we just created before was Snipe-IT. The username was, what was the username? I think your username, right? Your username, and the password was your PW. Alright, what else is there? I think that's it. Then you press Ctrl O, hit enter to save, and Ctrl X to leave the file again. Okay, we are slowly getting somewhere. Now we are going to adjust some permissions. I'm also gonna copy that out here to don't make a typo. Then we need the storage directory, and we also need public uploads. Alright, there's that. Clear that up again, and then again long lined to copy and paste. That's some PHP dependencies that we are going to install now. Goes fairly quick. Cleared it up. And one more, which I think was PHP BC Math. Yeah. I also have to still put that in the article. Yes, we want to do that. Alright, that looks really good. And finally we are going to run the Composer installation. So we type sudo composer install --no dev for we don't want the developer version, and we type -- or tech prefer tech source. Okay, this is going to take a while, so I'll be back soon as it's finished. Alright, I'm back. That took about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes, so that's definitely the longest procedure in this whole tutorial. Next we are going to create our app key. So we type sudo php artisan key generate. And if we really want to generate that key, yes, we do really want to generate that key. Okay, then next thing, we are going to edit a few configuration files, clear it up. So which one we are going to start with? I think the example conf. Just copy and paste that. So sudo nano etc apache 2 sites available snipeit.example.com.config. We are going to open that, and we are going to paste the text that is provided in the article and in the Google Doc inside of this file. And you want to change your server name. So your server name, my server name in my case, is also my IP address. Jesus Christ, I really cannot type anymore. So Control O, enter Control X to leave. So we created this one. Then we are going to enable it. So sudo a2 nsite Snipe-IT example conf. Yes. Then we are going to rewrite. And we are going to restart Apache. Systemctl restart Apache 2. Did I forget something? So guys, I actually had to redo this whole thing up until this part again because of this error. I don't know why it came up. I cannot explain it, to be honest. I just did the whole thing again, and I was running the exact same commands and no error anymore. I just restarted it. That was the point where we stopped, and it didn't want to restart Apache 2. Now it's doing it, so we just continue from here on. I cannot explain it right now. I will look into it after that video, but definitely the syntax was completely correct in the part so far, so I don't know why it behaved like this. So the next thing we are going to do is we decide the default config, so sudo a2 decide 00-default.conf, and then we are going to restart Apache again. I hope this time it's working, and it is working. Please don't let me start again. And then we're going to cd into Apache 2 sites available. That's fine. And then we are going to rename the file to a temp file, so just to save it. And then we are going to sudo remove the file, just to be sure. You don't necessarily have to do it, I think, but it's just a sure way to clear out room for errors. Alright, then we are going to mcrypt PHP nmod. We are going to run that, and then the same thing with mbstring. And we are going to do a rewrite again. And we are going to restart Apache one last time. I guess it's the last time. And then we can continue. One sec. I think we are on the end of the server configuration itself. That means we should be able to access our configuration, our setup in Snipe-IT right now by entering the IP address in our browser. Let's see if that works. And there we are. Alright, it took a couple of seconds to load, but we are here. Alright, so I had this this error message previously in my previous installation as well, and somebody pointed out it might be a bug because we are not logged in with root. We are logged in with our Ubuntu account. And please make sure your env is not readable outside via web browser. Yeah, that's what we actually made sure of as well. We ignore that for now. We can click to check it. Yeah, perfect. So that's an error message, I guess, because we cannot display the file actually. This should return a file not found or forbidden error. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So we click on next to create database tables. We will run in an error here as well. I think it was on this step exactly. It's probably a bug as well. If you just hit F5, you can continue with the process. Click next to create user. You just name it however you want. Your site name, CSEC, asset management, domain, csec.com, your name, CSEC tutorials, your mail, whatever, your username, and another safe password 123. And we click on next and we get 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we can still do. and you're in the dashboard of Snipe-IT. So guys, this is where this video ends. I'm not sure I'm going to make a video on how to set everything up in Snipe-IT. That I think will be quite boring. Maybe I will look into it in the future. I will have to run through this process myself first. And yeah, I think we can conclude this video now. Let me know what you think of this tutorial, if it was clear for you, how I explained everything, and if it's fine for you to find all of the commands that you need to have also in a written article on the website. I think this is a good system to have both things, like to have it written down and also to have a video on it. It makes things a little bit easier. So I really hope this could help you. I found it quite hard to put this video and this whole tutorial together because, as I said, I ran through a couple of tutorials before and they all didn't bring me to the end that I actually can access the server. Alright guys, you know what to do. Go on the website, subscribe to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you think about the new webcam. I will definitely work on the image quality, the lighting, and removing the background there to improve the quality more. Okay guys, see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it.